know the deal. Complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence. You fail to follow my orders in any way, and I detonate the explosive device in the base of your skull.
Chegou a hora de dos filmes mais aguardados do ano, o novo Esquadrão Suicida.
Love him or hate him, these are your brothers and sisters for the next few days.
Eu sou Otávio Neto e esse é o Bastidores Space, o Esquadrão Suicida.
Each member is chosen for his or her own completely unique set of abilities. I need to feel the raindrops on my head.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
E claro que minhas colegas da Warner Channel entraram em ação mais uma vez. Valentina Pulgarim e Gabi Khan bateram um papo muito bacana com a galera do filme. Roda aí.
Hi guys, I am Valentina. I'm from Warner Channel Brazil and we love you. How are you today?
We love you too.
Oh my god.
Your mission is to infiltrate Jotunheim and destroy every trace of Project Starfish.
How are we supposed to get in?
Gaius Greaves, the thinker.
I'd never been in a superhero movie, but I was really glad that the superhero movie that I ended up in was one of the sickest ones.
Anything can happen. James Gunn breaks all the rules you've gotten used to in comic book films.
And also to be on the whole, you know, James Gunn theme park ride, to be in James's world for a few months was very exciting.
It's going to be different from any superhero movie ever made.
There's no one better in the world to direct the Suicide Squad than James Gunn.
Hi James, how are you? We love you.
I love Brazil, as everyone knows.
Was there someone who actually gave you second thoughts that you ended up putting or cutting from the cast?
When I started doing the movie, I actually started, with a ton of pictures all over my walls of all of the different DC Comics supervillains I was considering. You know, I just kind of chipped it down and I kind of used a character that served the story the best.
3, 2.
What are you guys doing?
We're here to save you.
You were gonna save me?
It was a really good plan, too.
Well, I can go back inside and you can still do it.
That's patronizing.
I'm so sorry. Harley Quinn.
Bloodsport.
Eu acho que a ideia deles pegar esses personagens que não são muito conhecidos, eu acho que é muito bacana.
For like Polka Dot Man, I literally looked up online who's the dumbest superhero of all, or supervillain of all time, and Polka Dot Man is the top of every list. That was a challenge to me. I wanted to take this character, who people thought of as the worst supervillain ever, and give him depth and make his story very tragic and sad.
We're all gonna die.
I hope so.
What was the hardest thing that James Gunn asked you to do on set and you did gladly?
Oh, gladly? Well, that's a different thing. No,
Okay.
I'm glad to do anything that he wants me to do.
I think the hardest thing that he asked me to do, there's a sequence where we're running up a floor as it's collapsing and falling and furniture is coming towards us and we have to run as fast as we can on an incline like this while jumping over furniture. And Adam Hart, my incredible stunt double, he did a lot of the heavy lifting, but I did do some of the running.
La parte más difícil...
I mean, jumping out of the chopper with an Osprey or whatever the hybrid aircraft that thing is was pretty wild.
The fight sequences and all of that takes a lot of rehearsal. But, you know, I remember we were shooting, running, and I had to imagine there's a big starfish. He's like, it's huge, it's huge. I'm thinking, well, I'm going crazy here. You know, I'm an actor, I know what I'm doing, but this is like, how big is this starfish?
The hardest thing is always when he asks you to make up lines. He writes all these brilliant lines and you do them and that's great. And then he says, okay, you make up some lines.
I still can hear like James' voice screaming at the microphone. All of the people that are playing like military people, James asked them to scream as they were the Starro. We had to make like straight faces and they were like, ah!
So now I turn it to you. What was the craziest thing that you asked someone from the cast? Like, who was that person?
Everything is John, because I make John do all sorts of crazy stuff. Then I made John eat 35 empanadas in one sitting. That was very hard for him. We were on a rooftop and it's one shot. So John just has to keep eating through every take the whole time. And he ate 35 empanadas in one sitting over the course of like 3 hours.
I cherish peace with all my heart. I don't care how many men, women, and children I need to kill to get it.
Was that true or the crazy one?
Oh, yeah.
You know, most actors actually pretend to be able to kick someone's ass, but you can actually do that in real life. Do you sometimes have to hold back while doing fighting scenes with other actors?
No, you know, I first of all, I appreciate the overestimation of my skills. And second of all, a movie scenario is a lot different than the way you would choreograph sports entertainment. Instead of holding back, I have to retrain my brain. If anything, it's a little bit of learning to tie my shoe a different way after tying it the same way for 20 years.
It was funny for this. I kept asking James, do you want me to use the swords and do this and do that? And he was just like, no, I didn't have to use the weapons in that way, but it does help. So in that way, to embody someone badass, it's good to kind of know your stuff.
It's just suicide.
Well, that's kind of our thing.
You've said in interviews that this is your favorite movie you've ever done. So tell me, why is that?
Well, I think it was just because I had such a great time making it. And I think I just happened to choose a bunch of actors who are amazing. And because there were so many of them, it was always a party.
It's like this amazing time where you all get to like hang out and people play pranks on each other and you like talk about music or life experiences or fun. But whatever you do, don't fall asleep, because if you fall asleep, everyone's gonna mess with you.
Daniela Melchior can fall asleep anywhere, and we got so many good videos dancing over her.
They're all like, I will show you a bit of one right now.
Yes, please do.
Here she is, sleeping, as always. Wait, where's the one of us dancing around her? Wait.
Who would be the person that would get the idea?
Oh, it was never me. I never would do that. No. I would never take videos of anybody on set sleeping. I would never want to embarrass somebody. Here's a good one.
Oh my God, this is golden, Margot. Okay.
Daniela back there.
I love that video. That's the best. We had so much fun on this movie. We really did bond.
Daniela, were you able to teach anything in Portuguese at all to Idris or someone from the cast?
Of course. I started with the bad words and then we went to the Olá, tudo bem, boring stuff. But like, they got excited with the bad words.
Idris, do you remember anything at all?
Olá, tudo bem, Valentina?
Yes!
Falo português. Bunda é grande.
What?
Is this thing a dog?
A dog? What kind of dog do you think it is, mate?
I'm gonna go with Afghan hound.
Oh my God, is it a werewolf?
Yo, they sent me into a werewolf! Yo, let me out!
Hey, he's not a werewolf, okay? He's a weasel. He's harmless. I mean, he's not harmless. He's killed 27 children, but, you know.
This is a massive graphic novel coming to life. What was the day that you looked around the set and was like, damn, I am in a comic book right now?
Actually, it was even before I hit the set. It's when you start trying on the costume.
Yes.
Ooh, nice one, yeah.
Open your eye, you go, oh my God, now I know this train can't be stopped.
I've never seen superhero costumes unless they were a bit cheap and nasty. But these were real. They looked like real superheroes. They made me look so scary, and it was so convincing. I would say they're some of the best makeup people in the world.
We fail the mission, you die.
We find out any information you give us is false, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
In fact, they gave me a present. That's one of the little things from the top of
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Oh my God, we've got a freaking kaiju up in this shit!
This film has the biggest builds in the company of Warner Brothers history. One of the first sets that we traveled into, there is an ocean with artificial waves that are crashing onto an artificial beach with an artificial jungle behind it. And this whole thing is our set that then, you know, turns into absolute chaotic war mayhem with explosions blowing.
Like a bloodbath to start the day.
Entonces son escenas masivas de muchísima gente que funcionaron increíble. Ahí habla también del talento de James Gunn. Dirige lo mismo a un actor que dirige igual a una multitud.
A lot of movies you see take, you know, songs and just kind of put them in there after the movie is already edited, so it doesn't work together. But I have actors moving to the songs. I have camera operators moving to the songs, and it makes everything so much more organic.
Nossa, eu fiquei impressionada, assim, de como ele quis fazer o mais real possível. Ou seja, pra gente não ficar num universo tudo de mentira, sabe? Ou tudo de fundo verde.
So everything's got to look the way it does on the screen is the way it looks in real life. So the costumes look amazing.
What they don't tell you is it takes someone else to actually help you put that on. That fast change thing you see where people change into their car, that's not happening. It's someone hiking up your pants behind you, helping you out.
And how did it work for you? Like your arms, how was it that in the costume?
I would love to say that I have a lot of like tips and tricks as to how to make that happen, but really it's a whole room full of really clever people. There's some kind of hacking. I believe they tap, 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 and then they say, I'm in.
O que você leva da cultura brasileira para o set de gravações para a galera conhecer?
Eu acho que eu sou tão brasileira que, assim, eu amo tanto o Brasil e eu sou tão do Brasil, do meu bairro, da minha casa, da minha família, que eu acho que é meu jeito, assim, de falar. Eu sou super carinhosa e eu sinto que os brasileiros também são muito calorosos.
Okay, I'm not kidding. Alice Braga is one of my favorite people in the entire world.
I was so excited to work with her. I love Cidade de Deus. It was one of my favorite films.
I am happy every second I am with her.
She's like the sweetest, most talented and professional actor you can. I mean, I was so lucky to get to work with her.
Quando der, às vezes eu levo pão de queijo.
Nossa! One thing I loved about this film is that I could actually see people I know in my daily basis in these characters, and there's no better way to know people than inviting them to a party. So what kind of people would your characters be at a party?
My character would definitely be in the corner, you know, chilling, having philosophical conversations about wallpaper.
I think Saul would be in the bar. I think Saul would be discussing politics in the bar.
Manga would be on the podium.
I would be the one flirting with every single person already in a relationship.
The one getting kicked out.
Well, you kind of see them at a party. I mean, Pokey is quite the dancer, I think is what we discover. Spoiler alert, Pokey can dance.
I just came into this trying to make the best The Suicide Squad movie I possibly can.
No sabes quién va a ganar, quién va a morir.
Every single day, I was amazed.
I've done a few big movies in my career, and I've never seen anything like that.
James Gunn has absolutely nailed it, and there's no way fans aren't going to love it.
All of the sets are bigger than the life. You cannot believe they've built oceans, beaches, waves, heated pools, jungles, super deep plunge becken, which is German for pool. I just said it twice, it's a synonym.
Aren't they excited about this fucking masterpiece?
I'm a superhero!
O Esquadrão Suicida tá chegando nos cinemas e muito em breve você também vai poder assistir aí na sua casa. Eu sou Otávio Neto e esse foi o Bastidores Space, o Esquadrão Suicida. Até a próxima!